Welcome everybody back to XFW here at Blood Swords 6 streaming. Thank you guys for tuning in on this special XFW presentation of XFW Danger Zone. Now, normally we're on later in the evening here on XFW, but due to my work schedule and changing things in the universe, things have not gone as well as I'd planned. So we are here during the day. And now we're getting ready to set up XFW and get everything ready for you guys. We're also going to talk about a few things here going on in XFW. As I said, my work schedule is right now very, very unforgiving. So the scheduling of XFW may change here and there in the next coming weeks, but I'm going to do my best to get you guys all the XFW action you can handle here at Blood Swords 6 streaming. I'm going to try, so some of our programming may change times throughout the week, or I might have to pre-record some of our broadcasts and get them up on our website. And here he is now, folks.
Scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from
The Purple Hair is making his way out. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The Dragon.
There we go.
Fletcher.
Rick the Dragon Fletcher making his way out to ringside. But again, folks, thank you for joining us here at XFW on this special presentation of XFW Danger Zone. Not in our normal time slot. But again, that's going to change over the next couple of weeks due to my work schedule and life getting in the way. But everyone get ready for a contact high as Fletcher makes his way out to the ring. Good Lord, this guy is odd. A strange cat through and through here in XFW. And his opponent tonight, folks.
And his opponent,
that man right there.
Weighing in at 241 pounds, Brian Blaze.
The most hated man in all of professional wrestling. Brian Blaze, a former multi-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion.
California, weighing in at 241.
Making his way at the ring, Steven Cordero, thank you for liking the stream. I think I want to thank everyone for tuning in to XFW tonight. And again, no matter what platform you're choosing to watch us on, thank you for joining us. Owen Bushy's liked the stream. Thank you, Mr. Bushy, for hitting that like button. Brian Blaze and the Purple Haze. I'm rhyming and didn't even try it. Getting ready to go one-on-one in our opening contest of XFW Danger Zone. Folks, here we go. We're off and running. And the Purple Haze kicking things off. Look at that. What the hell do you even call that? What do you even call that? Brian Blaze being swung around the ring by his head, almost a reverse giant swing by the Purple Haze. We know the guy looks to take liberties with his offense and change things up, but that was kind of entertaining. Brian Blaze going for that knee strike. Haze bobbing out of the way, but Blaze now lighting up with the right hands. But again, Fletcher with a counter, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. This will be a monumental win for Rick the Dragon Fletcher if he can pull this off tonight. Knocking one off of Brian Blaze. Let's get Excel. This young man's career to connect with a brutal European uppercut, and now taking the time a little bit to reminisce in his abilities. And now sends Blaze over the top rope, crashing to the outside arena floor. Hayes now, he's got that look in his eyes, folks. Holy hell! Up and over, Purple Haze flying through the air, taking Blaze down. This time the knee strike from Brian Blaze connects right between the eyes. Those, well, I hope they're contacts that Rick Fletcher wears, folks. Those weird, menacing green eyes. I think it's where he gets the nickname the Dragon from. Blaze now with a right hand connects right between the eyes. Cover on Fletcher. Only a 1 count. I really can't expect Brian Blaze thought he was going to knock Fletcher off with a pin that early in this contest. We've seen Rick the Dragon Fletcher perform outstandingly here in XFW over the past few months since his debuting. But Brian Blaze, one of the most hated men in all of professional wrestling, an absolute thinking's man wrestler inside that ring. He loves to pick apart his opponents, both physically and mentally, inside the squared circle. Blaze able to drop down. Blaze, big time back body drop. Fletcher now grasping on that lower back after that high impact. Blaze now ripping into the nose of Fletcher. Come on, Fletcher firing back with a shot to the midsection. Blaze fires back again. Oh, and drives Fletcher's head hard down to the canvas. There was nothing technical about that, folks. That was just brutality by Brian Blaze. Blaze again goes to the high knee strikes. Fletcher now rolling to the outside, trying to recover. Blaze goes to the outside. Fletcher goes back in. Fletcher goes back out. Blaze connects again, utilizing the ring almost as a blind spot. Fletcher did not see Blaze coming around that corner. Looked like Fletcher tried to get back inside the ring to get Sabahat, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. So I was saying, it looked like Fletcher was trying to get back in the ring to lure Blaze underneath the ropes. But Blaze had the same idea, able to lure Fletcher back to the outside and capitalize. And now Blaze connects with a neckbreaker. We get a cover on Brian Blaze, or by Brian Blaze, but Fletcher again gets the shoulder at that time, even before a 1 count. Fletcher rolling out of the way. Fletcher takes the knees out of Brian Blaze. Fletcher goes low. Now a splash. Kick in the midsection now. Marshall Foskett, thank you for sharing. Fletcher now in control. Ooh, hard impact there. Blaze back to his feet again. Marshall Foskett, also thank you for the stars you sent. I don't know why the notification didn't pop up for that one. Too many notifications at once coming from Mr. Marshall Foskett. Nice snap suplex now by Fletcher, and Blaze rolls to the outside. Fletcher is keeping evenly paced with Brian Blaze, which speaks volumes for the Dragon and his ability inside the squared circle. Look at this, Fletcher now deadlift and tosses Blaze in the hard way. Let's take a second look at that, folks. Fletcher deadlifting Brian Blaze and tossing him in the ring. Blaze able to counter on the inside, though. Blaze hits with a spine buster. Blaze hits with a spine buster. Good Lord, the quickness of that. We've seen Brian Blaze put away a number of opponents with that very move. He pulls it. The quickness he can execute that spine buster is blinding. We've got a lot of quick guys in this in XFW. Blaze is not the person that comes to mind when I talk about speed, but his ability to fire off that spine buster with the speed that he does, folks, is insane. Fletcher now the top rope. Fletcher looking for the Purple Haze mouth. Blaze gets out of the way. Blaze now double underhook. And now Fletcher counters. Both men countering each other's finishers as this match continues on. Fletcher now stalking over Brian Blaze in an opening contest. Grabbing Blaze by the face. Fletcher now trying to set up Blaze, trying to figure out what he wants to do next. Ooh, a shot right to the back. Fletcher now on the outside. Oh, the knee lift of his own. A little bit of his own medicine for Brian Blaze by the Dragon. Into the corner we go. Counter by Blaze, but Fletcher keeps on, up and over, angle slam. Fletcher bringing out all the stops tonight. Fletcher back on the top rope. Blaze fires it again. Hits that knee lift right underneath the chin. I think Blaze got more than he bargained for tonight, folks. I don't think he thought that Fletcher put up this much of a fight. Both men now swinging wildly. Fletcher connects. Fletcher now his own double underhook into a powerbomb. No cover, all impact. Yes, Cornelius, this is an early show. We'll talk more about that after this contest. Fletcher now in control. Blaze now in trouble as Fletcher lays in. Look at this, the Dragon with a press slam. And now a big time splash in the back. Fletcher again going to the top rope. And comes off the elbow drop. This time it connects. Blaze diving right back to his feet. Now connects to the neck breaker. Blaze playing possum. Lighting up the Dragon. And again a neck breaker. Blaze now dragging the Dragon out towards the center of the ring. Oh! Well-placed stomp by Brian Blaze. Right to the side of the temple. Big right hand now, Blaze back in control. Dumping the Dragon on the back of his head. Blaze now again showing his disrespect for his opponent. Marshall Foskett, thank you for liking the stream. Oh, and a tackle again. Fletcher just like that, turning the tables again on the former world champion. Sitting out again, reverse Dragon sleeper, but too close to the ropes. Big time lariat lands from Fletcher. Blaze now in trouble. Fletcher now working on the shoulder, trying to wear down the former champion. Blaze off well-placed right hand, right to the side of the head. Blaze now's got him up. Vertical suplex. Whoa, stomp right to the snout of Brian Blaze. And a knee, hard impact in the back of the head of Rick the Dragon Fletcher. Blaze now stalking over. Fletcher trying to get back to his feet. I don't think he knows where he's at. Blaze with the double underhook. This time it connects. And he busted up with Fletcher. That's it. Brian Blaze pulling off the victory in a hard-fought battle between Fletcher and himself. And the Dragon came dangerously close to knocking off Brian Blaze in this contest, folks. But there to boom, the spinebuster, again, the lightning speed that Brian Blaze connects with that spinebuster. There's another look at it from a different angle. Boy, that hard impact on the back and neck of the Dragon. See him slow things down right here. Boom! Blaze getting out of the way when Hayes went for his elbow from the top rope. But again, the biggest antagonist in all of XFW walks away tonight with the victory. Some folks are asking, is the show on early? Yes, it is. Cornelius Hubbard asked that same question. And again, folks, XFW is going through a bit of a transition. Again, my work schedule, my real life job, which is not as much fun as doing XFW with you guys, is beyond crazy right now. So we're going to be forced to change some of the scheduling here of XFW. We're going to try to update our schedule, what it'll be weekly on our Facebook and our Twitter account. You can find us at Bloodsword6 on Twitter, as well as other networks and stuff we can do. But I hate missing programs. I hate missing shows. I hate missing the streams. Tonight we're on a little early because I have a pre-scheduled outing with some very close friends. I'll be doing that. Tomorrow night I am working, but later on the evening, overnight, I'm going to record XFW Saturday Night Showdown, so it will premiere on YouTube and Facebook. I will have those uploaded for you guys tomorrow night, so you can still watch, but again, it will be pre-recorded. Now, as you can see around my little office here, we got some stuff up and stuff down below, changing up some ways we're doing stuff here at XFW. As you also have noticed, we've upgraded our notifications, going a little bit more flashy stuff than we are, as opposed to our old animated GIFs. So we're trying to increase the production value of XFW on a constant basis. Now, what we're going to try to do for our programming is give different notifications, different styles, something to fit the themes of all of our shows here at XFW. We've got this flashy little thing that shows up right over here now when you guys hit the like and share button and more, and have a little bit of a music background to it. Interesting, We're trying different things here at XFW, folks, to keep you guys entertained and keep the fans rolling in for more viewership, and hopefully expand the viewership of XFW and find more wrestling fans out there that enjoy our crazy brand of professional wrestling. But right now, folks, speaking of an Elijah battle, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Now again, folks, XFW Danger Zone normally on later on this evening, but again, our schedule is going to be changing a little bit, again, due to my work schedule. XFW Saturday Night Showdown will be on tomorrow night. Marshall Foskett, thank you for sharing. But it will be pre-recorded, but it'll still be up for you guys to watch on YouTube and Facebook. But right now, folks, we're going to head down to the ring for a very odd match. A few weeks ago, we saw the chaos that tore apart 24K. Well, today, on this very programming, JT Wells and Taylor Briggs now clash inside the ring, a one-on-one competition next.
Is scheduled for one fall.
And here comes JT Wells.
Making his way to the ring from Queens, New York, weighing in at 220
former
pounds,
XFW Tag Team Champion.
JT Wells.
Recently, 24K had a decent run here at XFW, once again with the Tag Team Championships around their waist. But a miscommunication inside the square circle, Taylor Briggs and JT Wells seeing different ways things had happened, and we saw Taylor Briggs. Shishan Rules, thank you for joining us here at XFW. Thank you for becoming a follower. Thank you for joining us. But for whatever reason now, JT Wells and Taylor Briggs no longer tag team partners. And here comes, that is not the right music. And here comes Taylor Briggs.
Queens, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds.
There's definitely a different look for Taylor Briggs coming out, folks. Taylor Briggs, again, the former NFL right tackle, the former partner of JT Wells, dumping the purple of his former tag team partner. These two longtime friends, longtime partners, they grew up in New York together, have been in XFW since its first incarnation, and have been a multi-time tag team champions together. But one miscommunication, and these two, all hell is broken loose. And now these two clashing for the first time ever tonight in XFW. Here we go, here's the bell, and Taylor Briggs ripping out of the corner already, blasting into his former partner. JT Wells on a counter and lays into Briggs with a clothesline. I thought maybe these two would take it slow a little bit and maybe have a conversation, some words, but they went right to fisticuffs, right to blows, right out of the gate. I guess the animosity over between these two is a little bit more heated than even I thought, as Briggs takes Wells over with a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Taylor Briggs, the former powerhouse of 24K, now lights up his former partner with a brutal uppercut. JT Wells down with a counter into the corner goes Briggs. And now a chop right to the chest. I've told you folks how much I hate chops. Chops are absolutely the worst thing in professional wrestling. They leave a mark on your chest for days. Wells now going to the arm, and Briggs lights him up with a brutal right hand. And then JT Wells turns the tables on him and now tosses his former partner across the ring. Good Lord. It's hard to believe the way these two are going at it tonight, that these two were partners merely 3 weeks ago. Hell, a month ago, folks, they were tag team champions. But now tonight they're tearing each other apart on XFW Danger Zone. Irish whip and a clothesline again from Taylor Briggs, taking his former partner down to the canvas hard. Up over the top rope, Briggs sends him crashing to the hard, unforgiving arena floor. Right in front of the Bloodsword6.com table, where you can get XFW merchandise currently on Bloodsword6.com. Need those shameless self-promotions right in there for our products. Briggs right back inside again, tossing Wells up and over his head. Taylor Briggs now taking a commanding lead in this contest. Big right hand again by Briggs, the former right tackle, the former tag team champion, the former partner of JT Wells, the man who right now is being torn apart. Hard impact again into the turnbuckle. Kick to the face. JT Wells showing some life. Running Bulldog takes Briggs down. Wells now off the ropes. Elbow drop delivered. Wells now going to work. I never got clarification of what exactly it was. During the last contest we saw where Taylor Briggs got physically upset with his partner after the two won the match. JT Wells had a phenomenal performance in that contest. Absorbed a gruesome amount of punishment and got the pinfall victory for his team. And for whatever reason, Taylor Briggs was not happy with the turn of events. He was asking for a tag for a long portion of that match. To me, it's almost as if he thinks JT Wells is trying to steal the spotlight. But right now, Jesse Lee Simmons, thank you for liking the stream. Right now, JT Wells is trying to steal the victory as he dumps Taylor Briggs down hard. Briggs with a shot to the low. Whoa, look at this! Up and over! We got a sunset flip from Taylor Briggs! But a kick out again. Clothesline again from Briggs, leveling Wells down hard. Again, folks, this is surreal for me, being with XFW since day one, seeing these two lifelong friends compete in XFW as a tag team for over a decade, and now going at it. Oh! Briggs sent careening through the ropes to the outside floor by Briggs. XFW Fright Night, Cornelius, thank you for asking. XFW Fright Night will continue as scheduled. We'll talk a little bit more about the XFW schedule after this contest. It'll be a hot button issue for me to discuss with you guys all night long as JT Wells takes him down again. Oh, what a kick right to the face. We got a cover now by Wells. Briggs' shoulders are down. 2. Briggs gets the shoulders up. You see JT Wells. You see the exhaustion level. Trying to figure out what he's got to do to keep his former partner down. These guys know each other so well. And Briggs catches him with a brutal lariat again. And now Briggs in the corner. Briggs with a spear. Briggs with a spear leveling his former partner. JT Wells just got laid out. Briggs now front face lock. Uh-oh, Briggs. He's got him up. Is it jackhammer time? It is. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Taylor Briggs knocking off his former partner, JT Wells. Wow. What a turn of events here tonight at XFW, folks. The two former tag team champions going head-to-head. JT Wells and Taylor Briggs. No longer friends, no longer partners. And now Briggs with the pinfall victory after the jackhammer.
Here is your winner.
Takes out Wells. I thought there was a glimmer of hope that maybe 24K could get back together, folks, but I don't think that's plausible after this match here tonight. These two laid into each other pretty heavy. Some folks asking what's going to be going on with XFW Fright Night. XFW Fright Night, a mere 8 days away, will take place as scheduled Saturday night at 8 p.m. Do not miss that one, folks. The problem with XFW right now, I shouldn't say the problem with XFW, it's the problem with my job, is, folks, is that my workload at my regular job is really ridiculously beyond compare right now. So we're doing a lot of extra days, we're doing a lot of overtime. So that is cutting into the streaming time here, Bloodsport 6 Streaming and XFW. So every week we've got to do extra days, and they're throwing in every extra Saturday. So it's what is it is. So we're going to update our schedule weekly by week. And again, we're going to try, if we can't get our live programming out, we're going to try to record shows to get stuff up there for that. We're also going to be changing some of the format of some of our broadcasts, just again to change things up. We've been trying to do almost a highlight or hype show for a while now, to keep the storylines going, to keep you guys updated on what's going on with XFW and more. I've actually got some folks I will be talking to try to be other on-screen personalities for you guys to bring you XFW news. Hopefully those folks will come through, and I'll have a little bit more word on that as the time comes. We're also in talks with another company who's interested in helping it promote XFW. We were reached out this week, and we're hoping, I'm not going to talk about too much about it, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, but we're hoping this combination of these two companies will be fruitful for both of us. We look forward to continue talking with that. But the XFW schedule, folks, will be updated weekly. I will keep you guys as posted as much, even with maybe a little bit more news breaks as it is here at XFW, talking about what the schedules will be, and we'll do those live or pre-recorded. So trust me, folks, I want to be sitting in this chair, in this studio, doing XFW. I'd love to do this full time. This would be great. It's a lot more fun than my actual job, which is getting in the way of the fun job, which is XFW. But we will roll on, folks. I will continue to bring you all the crazy action here in XFW, all the digital professional wrestling you can handle here as our crazy brand rolls on. Cornelius Hubbard says, get your money. If I didn't have to pay a mortgage, I wouldn't go to the other job at all anymore. It'd be more fun to sit here and do XFW. But, folks, we're going to head down to ringside. Tag Team Action X as the current XFW Tag Team Champions clash with the industry next on Danger Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And here comes the industry. Josh, the Coach Clemens, and his protege, his student, Mason Storm.
The industry.
Josh, the Coach Clemens, a former XFW Tag Team Champion, former World Heavyweight Champion, and Mason Storm, a former 5-time XFW Internet Champion. Clemens recently having a run-in with his former partner, Sean Owens, as the two battle at XFW Matt Mania. But tonight they go head-to-head with the current XFW Tag Team Champions. Hazard warning.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 461 pounds,
These two young men have climbed the ladder of success here in XFW, stepping on every back they can to get themselves to the top of the ladder. And now here as XFW Tag Team Champions, winning these championships at XFW Mat Mania, and they're looking to take those championships into what the Hazard Warning said directly into 2021. They said they plan to hold on to these championships and not give anyone any opportunity to steal them away. We still have yet heard what tag team Hazard Warning will defend against at XFW Fright Night on October 17th. We know there will be a championship tag team match. Maybe the industry, hoping to get a victory here tonight, will get themselves the #1 contendership spot for those tag team championships. But right now, Mason Storm and Keith Hale starting things off. Storm with a nice turn around in the corner. Mason Storm, a former 5-time XFW Internet Champion, is obsessed with the Internet Championship. As of late, he's only been a little distracted because Mason, the coach, has told him to lay off, has told him to sit back a little bit and focus a little more on tag team wrestling. Mason Storm had an opportunity at the United States Championship, but for whatever reason, and I still think it's a little fishy, Josh the Coach Clemens said that Storm was injured and put himself in that match. And Sean Owens, double super kick there from the industry. And a quick cover, couldn't be over that quick. Keith Hale gets the shoulder up. Keith Hale getting back to his feet relatively quick, but a counter by the coach, and the coach right back to a front face lock. And the coach taking a cheap rate, ripping on the eyes of Keith Hale. Oh, and down goes Mike Couture already. Poor Mike taken down by Keith Hale, a shoulder tackle. Keith Hale fires right back. Luckily, Mike's getting back to his feet. We've been trying to give Mike a little bit more protein to keep him on his feet more often when these guys keep running through him like a freight train. As I was saying before, that pin combination and exchange of offense, the coach had his opportunity to go up against Sean 2.0 Owens and possibly capture the United States Championship, but Owens getting his former partner, his former friend, to tap out to the Owens lock. I still think that's the first time Josh the Coach Clemens has ever submitted inside a squared circle. Right hand now by Keith Hale. But Clemens fires back with a couple elbow shots right to the snout. The coach fires back with a backdrop suplex. Hale now in trouble. Hale catches the leg, drops an elbow on the knee, but the coach continues. Cutting off Hazard Warning at every opportunity. Uh-oh. Trio roll position. The coach has him lined up. Helpless in the corner. And now the throat right to the foot. Or the foot right to the throat. I returned that. Keith Hale again trying to counter Clemens. Sends him reeling into home territory. Tag, in comes Liam Phelps. Double team maneuver coming up. Big time back body drop as Phelps comes into this match for the first time. The coach with a diving tag. In comes Mason Storm. And both of them the same idea, coming out with nothing. Both men now exchanging shots back and forth and continue to counter one another time after time. Phelps and Storm very, very close in the same style of offense. Both of these young men very, very quick, but Storm sends him crashing to the outside with a shoulder tackle, and now Storm celebrating. Josh the Coach Clemens still not in his corner, still sitting on the area floor after the damage delivered by Keith Hale and Phelps. Mason Storm connected with a beautiful drop kick right to the chin of Phelps. The industry looking very solid tonight so far, folks. Ooh, Phelps with a turnaround sends Storm crashing into the steel ring post. Yamamoto Bluetooth device already showing Phelps sustained a decent amount of damage in the torso region. Referee up to a 7 count. In comes Mason Storm, barely getting underneath the, and he catches Phelps' leg and takes it over. Beautiful belly suplex. Outstanding offense. The industry is definitely on par tonight. Diving tag. In comes Keith Hale again. Hale and the coach going at it. Hale now working on the arm. Overhand wrist lock. Coach dropping down to one knee. But fires right back with shots to the midsection. Keith Hale with a shot, but look at this. The coach right back up in his face. And a pile driver. A pile driver from the coach. Keith Hale got too cocky. Could that be it? Hale gets the shoulder up. Phelps diving back in case his partner needed the help. And a back body drop down from the coach. The industry is firing on all cylinders tonight. Keith Hale. Oh, the wind-up DDT just connects to the coach. And again, Hale taking too much time to celebrate. Too much time taunting Mason Storm in the audience. And then there it is. The coach able to recover. Too much time for the coach. Hale fires back. Mike Atura again down. Neckbreaker now from Hale. Tag again, in comes Liam Phelps. Hazard warning, trying to backpedaling now after Coach and Storm have dominated a solid part of this match. But Phelps now sends the coach crashing to the outside. Phelps now on the top rope. Coach getting back to his feet. Missing the elbow. But capitalizes with a backdrop suplex, taking the coach down. Coach sends him back inside. Desperation maneuver by the coach, trying to stave off any more offense from Hazard warning. Phelps now dodging the drop kick. Phelps now wristing in the arm. Look at this, picking the coach up. And a suplex. Wow, he's not even done. He's still holding on to the arm, driving down the pain on the shoulders and arm of the coach. Ow! Slingshot clothesline. Dodged the first one, set up for the second one. Blasted in the back of the head. We've got a cover. Oh! Mason Storm coming in to save, but a second too late. Liam Phelps gets the pinfall cover on Josh Clements. The industry dominated a solid part of this match. Here's the pile driver from Coach. But Liam Phelps landing that slingshot rebound clothesline. Here's the wind-up DDT. Look at the impact on that from Keith Hale. I'm surprised he didn't get the victory right here, folks. Boom! You see the coach dodge the first one, but the second one lays into the back of the skull. And the tag team champions get the victory tonight on Danger Zone. The industry looked like they had everything locked up, folks, but then just as Hazard Warning has done so often in the past, they pull off a victory for what seems to be utter defeat. And the coach and Mason Storm seem to have an answer for all the offense that Hazard Warning has thrown their way. But just when you think all the chips are down, folks, Liam Phelps throwing in that what he calls a rebound clothesline, almost telegraphing the first one, knowing the opponent's going to duck, and then laying into that brutal clothesline in the back of the head and neck, and lays out the coach and gets the pinfall victory. And again, we're trying to find out which tag team will go against Hazard Warning at XFW Fright Night. Now, folks, we've got more action coming your way here on XFW Danger Zone. Our main event of the evening, a tag team match featuring the Destroyer and Hiro Katsuyori teaming up to take on Ramon Cruz and Lord Biff Wellington. Now, Wellington and Cruz are no strangers to tag team competition, as the two used to form a team constantly when they're under the umbrella of Brian Blades and the Alliance. But tonight, Hiro Katsuyori will once again be at the side of the Destroyer. Now, this is not the first time these two have had somewhat of a camaraderie. We saw Hiro Katsuyori come to the aid of the Destroyer when he was attacked backstage a few months ago. Since then, the two have had a professional relationship, watching out for each other. We've seen them actually starting out to drive to the arenas together and travel on the road together. This could be the first time in all of XFW I've seen the Destroyer actually connect with someone outside in the ring and the battles that take place inside the ring. Usually the Destroyer is pretty much a loner. but whatever reason Hiro Katsuyori is showing that respect to the Destroyer, coming to his aid, the Destroyer is showing that in kind. But tonight, those four men will clash in tag team action in our main event. But right now, we're going to head down the ring as Lee Bischoff goes head-to-head with the G.I. Joe, full-size, real-life Sam Ford next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Lee Bischoff.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hall of Fame City, Ohio. Weighing in at 240 pounds.
Lee Bischoff, the man that considers himself the blue-collar battler. A lot of folks didn't think this guy would last much here in XFW, not being your typical form of professional wrestler. But this guy uses his weight to his advantage, throws his opponents around a lot like ease, and has been climbing the ranks here in XFW with a few minor setbacks. But folks, this guy has a lot of promise, and someday I think he has every opportunity to be a champion here in XFW. But tonight, he goes up against XFW's life-size G.I. Joe. There he comes, folks. The Tank, Sam Ford.
Utah, weighing in at 329 pounds, the Tank, Sam Ford.
The man that joined the U.S. Marines, inspired by the 1980s G.I. Joe animated series. You see the G.I. Joe tattoo on his shoulder, as well as on his trunks. His Marine team giving him the name, the Tank, to go inside with the G.I. Then the American flag, the fireworks. This guy's like a walking 4th of July, folks. He's fun to watch. I am a fan of Sam Ford. He's fun to watch. The guy is full of energy. Both these guys, massive size. So this should be very interesting to see these two collide. However, I did not realize Sam Ford was that much taller than Lee Bischoff, as Ford now lays in the shots, but Bischoff fires right back and rocks the big man. Look at this. Again, the surprising agility of Lee Bischoff rolling up into a victory roll on Big Sam Ford. And now putting the boots, laying in the damage. Repeated shots now from Lee Bischoff. We know the man likes to go to fist. He likes to battle inside the ring as he lays in those heavy shots. Goes for a snapmare. Ford dodging out of the way. Ford with a tackle. Look at Bischoff shrug it off. And this time it doesn't. Ford this time lays it in. Both these big men. Whoa! Hooking both arms, and Ford tossing Bischoff over his head, suplex style, and now a clothesline. Bischoff sent crashing to the outside. Sam Ford now inside the ring, letting the referee do his job. Mike Couture starts the count. Bischoff getting back to his feet. Both men now back inside the squared circle. Ford now getting grabbed. Bischoff with a handful of hair there. Irish whip again. Goes for the arm. Oh, Ford lays in a heavy shot. Swings the clothesline, misses. Oh, and again, Ford dodging out of the way like a matador, sending Bischoff crashing to the outside. Oh, this time Ford's not waiting for him to get back up. Ford right out there. Scoop slam on the concrete floor. Oh, but Bischoff fires back. A kick right between the eyes. Just when you think Bischoff is out, folks, he fires back unexpectedly. Oh, and drives Ford hard into the apron. Hardest part of the ring. And Bischoff now up and over. DDT on the outside arena floor. Bischoff now in control. Referee up to a 6 count. These guys need to get back inside the ring. Referee up to a 7. Neither one paying attention to the count. Ford sends him into steel steps. Referee up to 8. Both men finally back in. I think Ford finally realized what the count was at. And again, Billy by the suplex, taking Bischoff over. Sam Ford has become surprisingly popular very quick here in XFW, really capturing the hearts of a lot of our fans. Right now he's got the big man up, drops him face first on the turnbuckle. Looking for a pile driver and takes him up into a power bomb. Combination into a cover. Bischoff gets the shoulder up. Kicked in the midsection now. Ford in, laying in those brutal shots in the back. Those massive forearms of Sam Ford. And again a clothesline. Ford down the full head of steam. And a spear in the midsection. Good Lord, he's not done. Ford now. Full Nelson slam. Takes Bischoff down. We've got a cover. Wow, Bischoff getting the shoulder up. Merely at a 1 count. Bischoff now, Irish whip. Ford turns it around again in the corner, but Bischoff again cuts him right off. Bischoff now with the boots. Sliding drop kick. That looked low. That looked low. Or maybe it's just Ford's that tall. That looked brutal, folks. We got to cover again. Mike Couture a little bit out of position there. Ford gets the shoulder up. Might have gotten a 2 count if Mike Couture was in a better spot for that. Ford now laying in shots again. But again, Bischoff fighting right back. I don't know which one of these guys like to throw hands more. Both these guys, right hands, forearms, just brutal shots all through this contest. Bischoff now stalking over Ford. Hits in the midsection. Ford lays in with a brutal lariat. Damn near taking Bischoff's head off. Wow, that was rough. Suplex now again for Ford. Ford's got him up on the shoulders. Takes him down. We've got a cover, and again Bischoff gets the shoulder up. Elbow drop now right to the face. Ford got some decent height with that maneuver. Ford again with those meat hook shots to the back of the shoulders with those beefy forearms. Ford again dumps him over. Ford now saluting the audience. And again driving down the shoulder, the forearms to the face of Lee Bischoff. Ford now in control. Starting to dominate this match with a number of minutes of unanswered offense on to Lee Bischoff. Countered by Bischoff. Ford fires through the clothesline and delivers a brutal shot with a shoulder tackle running through the clothesline of Lee Bischoff. That's it. Sam Ford. As some of our audience is saying, built Ford tough. Right there, he proved it. Against the pimp. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What do we got here, folks? Look at this. Ford extending the hand and Bischoff shaking. A little bit of good sportsmanship tonight. Nice to see two well-respected combatants after a hard-fought battle shake hands, folks, here in XFW. Always nice to see Ford and Bischoff, both outstanding in-ring performers here in XFW. And again, Ford coming off a very surprising loss. He was undefeated for a number of weeks here in XFW till Hiro Katsuyori, and the two had a knockdown, drag-out battle inside the ring. Almost if a championship is on the line, folks. We've heard some people say they're already thinking it could be mentioned for match of the year here in XFW. But now Sam Ford rebounding with a victory over Lee Bischoff. And Bischoff himself has had a string of victories lately in XFW. But these two brutes going to battle tonight. Ford able to fire through that clothesline and land that brutal shoulder tackle, sending Bischoff across the ring. We've seen him use that maneuver a number of times. The impact alone, you can hear the thud as those two bodies collide. But Sam Ford getting the victory tonight on Danger Zone. And again, folks, our main event of the evening, a tag team match, Hiro Katsuyori and the Destroyer teaming up to go head-to-head with Ramon Cruz, the current XFW #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and his on-again, off-again partner, Biff Wellington. Now, all these guys have very high-profile matches coming at XFW Fright Night, 8 days away, October 17th, right here, Bloodsword 6 streaming on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, or right on bloodsword6.com. The Destroyer will be defending the XFW World Heavyweight Championship against Ramon Cruz in a steel cage match. Ramon Cruz won that opportunity to pick the stipulation after defeating the Destroyer last week on XFW programming. Now, it's still skeptical, folks, because we know Ramon Cruz used a steel chair to deliver a German suplex to get the pinfall victory on the Destroyer, but the Destroyer let bygones be bygones. He's looking forward to this match. I've heard the Destroyer say this may be Ramon Cruz's last match. We'll have to see, folks. So right now, we're heading down to the ring as the ladies steal the spotlight next on Danger Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Muhammad Hassan, thank you for following. Thank you for joining us here at XFW. Zinda Fry making her way out to the ring, the high flyer of the XFW women's division. This young lady astounds with her ability and her agility inside the ring, time in and time out. Rick Fletcher has liked the stream. Thank you, Rick, for joining us here at XFW.
The Bombshell, Tammy Rose.
Fry's opponent tonight, none other than the former XFW Women's Champion, Tammy Rose. Tammy Rose had a lengthy run as the Women's Champion, but possibly the least title defenses out of all the women that have held the championship here in XFW. Carolina Competitive, thank you for sharing our stream. Welcome to XFW. Here we go, folks. We're off and running. Zinda Fry started things off. Chops right across the chest with Tammy Rose firing right back. And Tammy Rose, around the world, flying hand scissors, takes down Zinda Fry. These are the kind of moves you see from Zinda Fry, not often from Tammy Rose. But Rose has expressed her desire to get back to the top of the ladder here in XFW, wanting another opportunity at the Women's Championship. And she knows she's got upper game as the playing field here in XFW and the women's division continues to grow as Fry takes her over with a beautiful hip toss. And a leg drop now by Zinda Fry. Rose was the XFW Women's Champion, but as I stated earlier, only defended it a handful of times, only when made to by the championship committee here at XFW. She thought she could hold on to it for the longest if she defended it the least, which, I mean, in theory, folks, isn't bad logic, but it's not very sportsmanlike. But right now, she's taking the charge here and attacking Zinda Fry, a drop kick right to the back of the neck. And a shot to the shoulder now by Tammy Rose. Rose now going up high. Rose comes off with a splash, and that will cover Zinda Fry. Leg is hooked. Fry gets the shoulder up. Tammy Rose with an impressive splash off the top rope. Fry back to her feet. Fry sends her over the top of the clothesline. Rose now on the outside. Tammy Rose has been very vocal about a lot of the newcomers here at XFW, the women's division. How she's not impressed with any of them. How they're all flashy and no substance. She's probably regretting those comments now as Zinda Fry has definitely shown her she's got substance inside the ring. She doesn't have a lot of flash as well. Zinda Fry has an amazing offense, and again, her agility is second to none in the women's division. Shot to the face down by Rose. Collar elbow tie-up. Kicked in the midsection by Fry. Fry now up, and a Frankensteiner takes her over. Just as I was talking about it, folks, Zinda Fry taking to the air again and dumping Rose on her back. Rose with a nice counter. Again, poor Mike Atura getting knocked down tonight like he's in a pinball machine. Kicked in the midsection. Now as Rose goes on the offense. Zinda Fry bouncing back to her feet, rolling damn near under Tammy Rose. Emma Rose connects to the high cross body. These two cannot maintain control more than a few seconds before somebody pulls out a counter. Both these ladies want this win tonight. Zinda Fry firing right back again. Scoop slam. Takes Rose down. Fry up to the top rope. Good Lord. Zinda Fry got to the top rope before Tammy Rose's feet hit the outside arena floor. And then Fry comes off the top with a beautiful high cross body, crashing down on Rose. Tossing her back inside now. Zinda Fry. Fry through the ropes. Through springboard neckbreaker. Takes Tammy Rose down. We've got a cover. Only a 2 count. Zinda Fry pulling off all the stops tonight. But Rose fighting back. Counter again by Rose into the corner. Rose now trying to reposition Fry. Ooh, but Fry with a kick to the back and sends her head first into the turnbuckle. Fry with an amazing turnaround there and a shot to the back. Both ladies now up on top. What is going on here? Holy hell! Zinda Fry with a beautiful German suplex from the top. But again, Tammy Rose gets the shoulder up. Wow. Brutal impact there by Zinda Fry, taking Rose over. Oh, now Rose with a handful of hair, taking the cheap way out. Zinda Fry again with a counter. Tammy Rose kicks her off. Oh! Spinning elbow right to the face by Tammy Rose. Brutal impact in the face there. Rose now starting to dominate. Zinda Fry rolls through. But Rose up and over the top. Rose now hooks her. Snap suplex. Zinda Fry staggered. Trying to get back to her feet. Trying to stave off the attacks. The front row. Zinda Fry getting all wrapped up in the ropes. Covered by Fry on Fry. Zinda gets the shoulder up again. The frustration starting them out on Tammy Rose, the former women's champion. Oh, what a drop kick right to the mush. And Tammy Rose now reveling in her abilities. Zinda Fry again with a counter kick to the midsection. Fry off the ropes. Drops a scissor kick to the back of the head of Tammy Rose with too close to the ropes. Zinda Fry pulling off all the stops. Oh! What an enziguri. And again, a little bit of agility there from Zinda Fry. Fry now takes her over. Fry now again springing to the top rope. Fry turning around. Oh, reverse 450. Tammy Rose saw it coming. Got the knees up in time. Tammy Rose now. DDT. Zinda Fry going for that 450. Looking to put away Tammy Rose. But Rose gets the knees up. That much momentum coming from Fry. Put a brutal impact on her. Her abdominals, her rib cages. Right now, Tammy Rose stalking over her. But a counter again by Fry. Oh! But getting lit up again by Tammy Rose. Rose with far more experience inside the square circles than the Fry. Fry still in her first 2 years of professional wrestling. Oh, and a clothesline. Follows through the second. Leg lariat as Tammy Rose puts together a nice wave of offense. But Fry again gets the shoulder up, keeping the willpower going. She's still got something left in the tank. And Fry with a spinning heel kick connects, dropping down Tammy Rose. Fry again going to the top rope. She's going to try it again a second time. The knees come up on Tammy Rose. Tammy Rose has her up, and there's the brainbuster. There's the brainbuster from Tammy Rose. Are you kidding me? Zinda Fry. Zinda Fry gets the shoulders up. Fry now. Big time powerbomb, but again too close to the ropes. Zinda Fry now getting the crowd behind her. Kick in the midsection again. Fry off the ropes. Again the scissor kick in the back of the head. A cover again. Rookie mistake again. Zinda Fry too often, too close to the ropes. Big forearm there. Outstanding German suplex delivered. These two ladies battling for everything they're worth tonight. Kick to the thighs now, Fry. Irish whip counter again by Tammy Rose. Fry up and over, look at that, get a spinning heel kick. Zinda Fry on par tonight. Fry going to the ropes. Oh, big time frog splash. Delivered. Fry pulling out on the stops. Tammy Rose now in a world of hurt. Rose with a kickoff. Oh, and goes low, takes out the knee. Smart attack by Tammy Rose as she can weaken the knees. It'll lessen the athletic ability and the high-flying offense by Zinda Fry. Drop kick now by Rose. Both these ladies reeling Rose back to her feet. And Zinda Fry comes again, crashing down with a drop kick, sending Rose down to the canvas. Good Lord, you'd think the championship was on the line tonight. Powerbomb again. Both these ladies fighting like their lives depended on it tonight in outstanding fashion. Power elbow tie-up. Shove off by Rose. Big time slap there by Zinda Fry. And again, drops the head down. Zinda Fry going to the top rope a third time. Is she going to try it again? This time she connects. Holy hell. Unbelievable. Zinda Fry dropping to one knee. Can't continue. Exhausted, but Tammy Rose getting the shoulder up. Fry again hits that shot. Delivered. Irish whip now, drop down. Up and over, Tammy Rose avoiding the slam. Zinda Fry now with the same, getting out of the way. Reverse DDT. Rose in trouble. Zinda Fry now putting in the boots. Rose back to her feet. Rose connects with a shot. She's got her up. No! Again the brainbuster by Tammy Rose. But too close to the ropes. Holy hell, folks. How much can either of these ladies left in the tank? Rose goes for a drop kick. Fry dodges out of the way. Fry sweeps out the leg and takes her down. Fry now going to the outside again. Trying to get rest off. Holding on to her midsection. She might be injured, folks. Zinda Fry might be injured. You see her holding on to her midsection there. Coming back in, changing her mind. Shot again in the midsection. And again the scissor kick connects. Zinda Fry now springing back to life. But neither one of these ladies will stay down. A counter again by Tammy Rose. Kick right to the face now. Rose going to work again. Zinda Fry bouncing up a Rose. Connects. Drives her head down to the canvas. Kick in the midsection. Counter spinning heel kick once again by Zinda Fry. Rose immediately rolls to the outside. Smartly avoiding a pinfall attempt by Zinda Fry. But Fry right on top of her again, getting her back inside the squared circle. Both these ladies look like they're starting to get a little bit desperate. Both looking for anything they can to knock off their opponent and keep them down. Fry now picking up Tammy Rose. Not a lot of spunk left in that young lady right now, folks. Sending the legs out. Fry trying to set something up here. What is this? On the top rope. What is going to Fry with Rose? Holy hell! driving her down hard to the canvas. Wow, that's it. Fry, Zinda Fry coming off the top rope. What a shot. What a knockdown, drag-out match between those two folks. That was outstanding. Excuse me. Zinda Fry and Tammy Rose going at it head-to-head tonight. Both those ladies putting all the stops on the line. Zinda Fry taking it to the extreme. But again, you see the resiliency. You see the drive behind Tammy Rose as she looks to get herself back to the XFW Women's Championship. Was Zinda Fry that much more hungry tonight and walks away with the victory. Now, folks, again, we've got a lot more action coming your way on this early edition of XFW Danger Zone. Now, again, my work schedule is preventing me from doing XFW at our normally scheduled times. But we're going to continue to get programming out to you guys and get all the fans. I keep punching my microphone. Get all you guys the XFW action you love to see here on Bloodsport 6 streaming. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for understanding and continuing to support Bloodsport 6 and XFW. Now, again, you see we're going over a little bit of a format change. I got stuff above me, stuff below me. To show all the supporters, the newest followers, those who have donated to us. Marshall Foskett with the latest stars to donating, new subs on YouTube. Want to give you guys all the credit for supporting Bloodsport 6 and XFW and all the other streams that we have going here on our networks. So thank you guys for that support. And again, watch for updates on our Facebook and our Twitter and all our avenues as our shows will possibly fluctuate for the foreseeable future, again, due to my real-life job, which is not as much fun as XFW. It's not. And again, we originally had more programming, platform-specific programming scheduled for Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. That kind of got put on the back burner due to my job taking way too much time from what I like to do, which is be here with you guys, running XFW, calling all the action, and watching the digital world of professional wrestling unfold before our very eyes. But again, folks, just stay tuned to Facebook. We'll update our schedules on the day. Eddie Guerrero wishes that he could enter the XFW ring to show the roster how it's done. Eddie Guerrero is always a legend. I am so grateful I had a chance to meet Eddie Guerrero when I was still in my pro wrestling high. In my heydays, meeting that man I watched him face Chris Jericho at the Yokozuna Memorial Show when I was still with WXW and wrestling for the Wild Samoans. It was such a pleasure meeting Eddie Guerrero before his untimely demise. So it's one of the highlights of my wrestling career, folks. But we're gonna get off the nostalgia train here and head down to ringside as women's tag team action takes to the ring next on XFW Danger Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queens of New Jersey.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
These two ladies are unlike anything else we have in the XFW Women's Tag Team Division. Very much smash mouth in your style professional wrestling from these two. They don't like the glitz or the glamour wrestling. They like the hard, knockdown, drag out battles of professional wrestling. And they said that's what they're here to do. Their goal is to dominate the women's tag team division. So far, they've had a rocky start. They've had a number of decent matches, but still yet to find their true run here in XFW.
And their opponents.
And here comes Team Hotness. These two young ladies have done very well for themselves in the tag team division. They both stuttered to get their start in single division, but since joining as a tag team have really flourished. And now these two looking to get their opportunity to face the Women's Tag Team Championship with the titles on the line as Vicious and Delicious still hold on to the Women's Tag Team Championships. And here we go, folks. Tag team action coming your way. Queens of New Jersey going up against Team Hotness. There's a snap suplex already for Brittany Brooks. Paige Richardson starting this off for the Queens of New Jersey. And there's the smash mouth style I talk about as Paige Richardson starts laying in with fists and forearms and slaps. Good Lord. She is laying in to Brittany Brooks. Suplex now. Perfectly executed by Paige Richardson. And then again the chop. Again. The Queens say that they bring their New Jersey style of street brawling into professional wrestling. And so far we've seen a lot of that. Drop toe hold into an elbow drop by Dirty Diane Albright. Diane now looking for possibly a power bomb. Picks her up and drops her down. Albright, the powerhouse of the Queens, driving Brittany Brooks down to the canvas hard. Brooks is in a world of trouble. Oh, and a headbutt now from Diane. Jumping tag, in comes Emma Fox. Albright lays her out with a hell of a clothesline. Emma Fox now all by herself. Tag, look at that. Paige Richardson making the tag as Fox. Oh, and Fox stays on the offense and lays out Richardson with the clothesline. Brittany Brooks on the outside, laying on the arena floor, may have sustained an injury. She took a lot of damage with both the Queens doubling up and the double team maneuvers. Paige now up and over the shoulder. Paige herself, look at this. They said no glitz and glamour, folks, but that's kind of flashy right there as Richardson comes off with a flying head scissors. And now a DDT from Richards. Richards' sons, I'm sorry. I don't want the Queens getting angry at me because I got their names wrong. These two have a severe attitude. I've seen it backstage. They are not pleasant women to talk to. That's going to come out wrong. I'm going to get my ass kicked. That's what's going to happen here. Irish Whip in the turnbuckle again. Tag again, comes in Dirty Diane. Irish Whip, another drop toe hold, and Diane again putting the elbow into the back of one half of Team Hotness. And now blasting Fox's head off the canvas as it was a basketball. Knee strikes now. Albright laying in the heavy shots. And a shoulder tackle. Good Lord, she just drove through. Oh, she brings Brittany Brooks in. Brittany Brooks looking for the tag, and Albright just capitalized. Brought her in the hard way. And now squeezing the head of Brittany Brooks. Emma Fox right there. And lays in Albright. Emma Fox watching as her partner gets brutalized, taking the opportunity by distracting Diane, but Diane again countering. Fox fighting through. Oh! And she gets tossed to the side by Albright, who lands a big leg drop. Wow! What a brutal shot by Albright, turning it around, tossing Emma Fox by her hair. Fox now taking a little bit of stretch, celebrate, and lands a drop kick, dropping Albright down. And a second one again, right to the chin. And a high cross body. Dirty Diane taken down by Emma Fox, who's now on lightning speed. Brittany Brooks finally getting back on the apron. But again, Dirty Diane laying in the shots. Oh! What a spine buster there by Albright. Levels Emma Fox down to the canvas. Fox almost over the top rope, but Dirty Diane decides she wants to bring her back into the turnbuckle. Emma Fox dodging out of the way, showing that quickness, being very spry, trying to keep this match alive for her team. But Albright again with a counter. Emma Fox down with a counter. Fox needs to rely on that quickness. Oh! Albright just crashed through Mike Ventura. Mike is down again. Mike has been leveled at least 4 or 5 times tonight. Oh, and again, oh, good Lord. Albright winding up that shot to punch Brittany Brooks. Elbowed Mike Couture in the face. Oh, big roundhouse kick by Albright. Absorbs it and shrugs it off. And a suplex. Albright now stalking over Emma Fox. Picks her up on the shoulders into a Samoan drop. Leveling. There's a cover right in front of Brittany Brooks. That's it. Wow. 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 The Queens of New York separating Emma Fox and Brittany Brooks, cutting off half the ring. This could be one of the best performances I've seen from the Queens of New York since they debuted here in XFW. Albright really showing her power tonight, laying into Team Hotness. And Albright connecting with that brutal Samoan drop. There again, the power. And look at this, the elbow connects to poor Mike Couture. The Queens of New Jersey laying out Team Hotness tonight. The Queens that much closer to getting themselves an opportunity at the XFW Women's Tag Team Championships. The Queens of New Jersey, impressive tonight, folks. That is not the first time those two teams have clashed. And Team Hotness, look, the tip jar. The tip jar is almost working. Something fell in the tip jar. The tip jar hadn't worked for weeks. Maybe Streamlabs finally with their update got everything back to where it belongs here in XFW. And we get some stuff operating here since we upgraded some of our platform here. Excuse me. But folks, we're going to continue on here in XFW. Again, we got a lot of changes coming up. We're going to reformat some of our broadcasts to change it up a little bit, keep some things fresh. We're changing our production value up here, adding new visuals for you guys, changing up our notifications. Again, we're going to try to change our little notifications. A little new thing you see over that like flash thing, kind of looks like an explosion in a saw blade. I kind of dig that one myself. We're going to try to customize those per broadcast to keep it in the theme with the shows. And again, Danger Zone, our flagship show, the biggest show of XFW, will continue to roll on. Now, again, 8 days from today, XFW Fright Night, our Halloween spectacular, if you will take place on Saturday night right here at Bloodsword 6 streaming. You can watch it on Facebook, you can watch it on Twitch, you can watch it on YouTube, or right on bloodsword6.com. I'm still yet to find out if my co-hosting partners, Dirk Webb or Max Dorth, will be in the studio with me. I hope they both would join me, or at least somebody to come keep me busy. It gets lonely here in the studio. Ever since we fired Ricky the intern for all the shenanigans he pulled, we haven't found a decent intern since then, folks. It's been kind of rough. But XFW will continue on. Someday we'll find a decent intern and have some stuff going on here, folks. But right now we're heading out of the ring as Raiden Yamashita clashes with the former Thunderbolt Liger next on XFW Danger Zone. Mary Barrett, well, happy birthday early to you, Mary. I hope you have a wonderful day.
The following contest is scheduled,
and I hope you get everything your heart desires on your birthday.
Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 214 pounds, Raiden Yamashita.
The man who rose quickness to XFW Championship here at XFW, folks. This young man got himself to a championship within 3 months of coming here to XFW. But tonight, he goes head-to-head with the former Thunderbolt, the man that just calls himself now Liger. The man with the cold robotic stare. The man who was once a trio of, for the lack of a better term, folks, super athletes here in XFW. The men who were experimented on by Yamamoto Industries.
From Yamaguchi, Japan, weighing in
Yamamoto Industries best known for their animatronic prosthesis limbs for accident victims, and now moving on to human augmentation. All three Thunderbolts are at one point test subjects for Yamamoto Industries, and it seems Liger caught the most of that. And since winning their freedom from Yamamoto Industries, Liger now throwing aside the Thunderbolt moniker, dumping the mask, dumping the uniform, going out on his own, and again you see the cold, dead stare of Liger. Clashing with his former Thunderbolt teammates, we have not seen Alpha or Saturn since their contest with Liger. And we saw the last match, Thunderbolt Alpha having some kind of interference, shall we say, that Liger activated, similar to what Thunderbolt Alpha used to get rid of the Machine here in XFW, and the Dr. Yamamoto himself, the former owner-operator of Yamamoto Industries. Look, there's no emotion in that face, folks. No emotion at all. No emotion. He's all about business. And here we go, folks. Raiden Yamashita, Thunderbolt Liger, and Liger already off the start. Beautiful float over. What is that? What is going on? Music starting up and nothing happening over there. A shot down to the back. Raiden Yamashita's got him up. Raiden Yamashita. Yamashita driver, just like that. Almost a 3 count. That looked like Thunderbolt Alpha's image display on the top of the ramp. And that was shot to the face by Raiden Yamashita. That looked like the music for the Thunderbolts, and it looked like the video display from Thunderbolt Alpha. No one came out, but it was enough for Liger to be distracted, and the first sense of emotion I've seen from Liger since this new look. But now Raiden Yamashita is on the attack, and again the athleticism of a kick to the face. Raiden Yamashita taking the opportunity, hit the Yamashita driver, but Liger able to survive through that. But Yamashita now on the attack. Falcon Arrow now delivered. Liger staggering. Liger holding onto his lower back now. Yamashita going to the top rope. Yamashita comes off with an elbow right to the top of the head. Yamashita kicking the knee. Oh, and a brutal spin kick right to the top of the head. Liger has had very little offense so far in this match, ever since the opening bout, and then the music of Alpha and the DDT. Yamashita again going to the top. Liger using the ropes just to get back to his feet. Liger, Raiden looked like he tripped off that top rope. Didn't look like what he planned off to happen. Baseball slide underneath now. Into a Hurricane Rana. And a big time elbow drop. Raiden Yamashita is on fire, taking full advantage of that earlier distraction. Liger with a counter though. Up on the top, Yamashita holds on. Oh, and he sends Yamashita to the outside. Liger now in pursuit. Yamashita rolling through, rolling out of the way. Liger getting back to his feet. Yamashita on the apron. Yamashita, go, countered again by Liger. Liger now showing some forms of life in this contest. Yamashita again cutting him off. I spoke too soon. Yamashita's got him up. Oh my God, what impact at the side top of the head. Yamashita with that side impact driver. And now a right hand. Oh, no, 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 no. Liger's got him up. Oh! Liger driven. Suplex on the hardest part of the ring. Liger shoving Yamashita in. A desperation maneuver now by Liger as he struggling to get any offense in otherwise. He seems to be continuing to look up the ramp, waiting for anyone. A drop toe hold down by Liger, or by Yamashita. Yamashita with snapmare. Oh! What a kick to the face by Yamashita. We got a cover. Wow! Yamashita knocked. That may be Liger's first loss since this new form of Liger we've seen. There's the early on, the Yamashita driver. After the distraction of Thunderbolt Alpha's music playing, not sure what that means, but it was definitely the video package at the top of the ramp. And here's that kick. Look at this. Boom! Right to the face, folks. And Raiden Yamashita walks away with the victory. Liger knocked off. That is definitely his first loss since dumping the Thunderbolt moniker. But with Alpha's music playing and his videos playing at the top of the ramp, does that mean Alpha's coming back? Does that mean we'll see a reemergence of the Thunderbolts here in XFW? What a win for Raiden Yamashita. Raiden Yamashita with a victory there over Liger. No longer Thunderbolt Liger. But folks, that is the first loss Liger has had since dumping the Thunderbolt moniker, since abandoning his former partners, since dumping the mask and the Thunderbolt uniform. And after defeating and what we thought was exiling his former partners, Liger, or Saturn and Alpha from XFW. But the music hitting at the top of the ramp, folks, that was definitely the display images of Thunderbolt Alpha, folks. It'll be interesting to see if Alpha reemerges here in XFW. I don't know if that means Saturn's coming on. We don't know what's going on. There's always drama surrounding the Thunderbolts to some aspect. There's always controversy. A lot of fans consider them cheaters, saying that the Thunderbolts wore battle armor or power suits inside the ring. However, we have seen displays of odd effects and abilities of the Thunderbolts, but that seems to all come from the implants they received at the hands of Yamamoto Industries. No longer is Dr. Yamamoto in charge of Yamamoto Industries. We saw Thunderbolt Alpha take care of that. Terry Yamamoto, still a supplier of technology here for us at XFW. So we still want to thank Yamamoto Industries for their continued support after the original Dr. Yamamoto is gone. That guy was a crazy old shit, guys. Pardon my French, but he was weird and crazy and creepy and got himself in the ring. It was a whole story. You can go back and watch a lot of that on our previous shows on XFW. Still available on YouTube and Facebook in our video archives. Well, up next, folks, the XFW United States Champion will be in action. Sean Owens, dubbed by the fans 2.0 Owens, goes head-to-head with Terry Sexton in one-on-one competition. Now, Terry Sexton has been chasing after the XFW United States Championship for longer than Ultimo Shade, and he's been chasing after it for a year. Both these guys continue to try to get opportunities to challenge the United States Championship, but keep getting sidetracked or sidelined by either opponents getting in their way, unexpected feuds. At one point, Brock Lesnar in the WWE. But tonight, if Terry Sexton can get a pinfall submission victory over Sean Owens, he can line himself a number one contendership spot. Now, we know Tiger Ramirez will challenge Owens at XFW Fright Night for the United States Championship. But Terry Sexton with a win tonight could line himself up to challenge Tiger Ramirez or Owens, whoever comes out of the champion at Fright Night. Let's head down to ringside for more one-on-one action on Danger Zone. And here comes Terry Sexton.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Rough Riders from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 241 pounds, Terry Sexton.
Terry Sexton, a former Thunder from Down Under male exotic dancer. The on-again, off-again tag team partner of Kitty Lane. There he is. Like the stream. Thank you, Barry, for clicking that like button and picking that. Thank you very much for joining us. And here comes the United States champion.
From Lincoln, Nebraska, weighing in at 239 pounds, one half of the Natural, Sean Owens.
Sean Owens, a former tag team champion here in XFW. Former partner of Josh the Coach Clemens. He wears the Phoenix on his jacket, on his tights, as he says, rising from the ashes of his former tag team life and the shadow of Clemens. And has now held on to this United States Championship for a number of months. Always considered a natural in-ring performer, having outstanding talent as a technical wrestler. The fans dubbing him Sean 2.0 Owens after his re-emergence. Changing his in-ring look, his in-ring attitude, updating his offense, separating himself from Josh the Coach Clemens. There's the bell, folks, and here we go. Owens starting things off hot and heavy. Terry Sexton down with a counter. Sexton down with a kick to the midsection. Terry Sexton double underhook and plants Owens down face first. Thought he might have gone for a pinfall victory already there. Owens with a counter. Owens with a shot to the midsection. Collar double tight now. Owens takes him back to the ropes. Mike Couture trying to break it up. Oh! And Sexton lands the shot. And again, right back to the collar double tie-up. And now Sexton takes Owens back to the ropes. Mike Couture again giving them both the 5 count. And this time Owens with the slap. Snapped there by Terry Sexton. And a big right hand right to the temple of the champion. Sexton now laying in with some heavy shots, and Owens firing right back. Owens not afraid to throw fists inside a match. Dropped down now by Owens. Owens wrap around into a German suplex. Already a cover. Oh, and a kick out early on by Terry Sexton. Owens known for his technical prowess. Known for his amazing armbar that he calls the Owens lock. Oh, and there it is already trying to work on the shoulder and arm of Terry Sexton, but Sexton this time on the counter, throwing Owens down by his hair. Front face lock now by Sexton. Vertical suplex connects. Watch for Owens to go for a number of pin attempts almost out of nowhere. Look at this. Look at Terry Sexton now. Sexton with a crossface crippler. But Owens too close to the ropes. Good ring awareness, grabbing onto the ropes, causing the rope break. Sexton now getting a little cocky inside the ring. Both men on the outside. Sexton charging in. Owens back to the inside. Owens with a running knee shot just as Sexton came under the ropes. But again, Owens fighting Terry fighting right back. Jumping snapmare now takes the champion over. I'm actually surprised how evenly contested this match is, but Owens now to float over DDT. Both these men trading blows back and forth, going move for move. Sexton is actually keeping a very impressive pace with the champion. Sexton lights him up with a lariat. And again, Owens, the champion, rolling to the outside. Sexton again taking too much time to celebrate. He's giving Owens opportunity here. Opportunity to recover and regain his composure. He needs to stay focused. Owens right back to the outside. Here comes Sexton again. Owens capitalizing, sends him into the barricade. Ooh, Sexton hit head first. Clashing into that immovable object. And now the champion sends him into the steel ring post. And again head first. Owens starting to lose his temper a little bit. We know Owens has a tendency to get a little hot-headed. We've seen that contest before. He is not afraid to get dirty inside the ring. Back inside we go. Terry Sexton rolling out of the way. Smart move by Sexton. Now both men circling. Squaring off against one another. German grabbing for a German suplex, but again, Owens well scouted as Terry Sexton to kick him in the midsection. And now back. Sexton again keeping till it works for him. But again, a counter by the tactician. Owens up to the top. Owens locking in the arm. Owens hanging over the top, using gravity as a weapon, laying in the damage to the arm of Terry Sexton. Teardrop suplex now connects. Sexton again rolling back to his feet. But Owens up and over. German suplex again by the champion. We've got a pin. But Sexton again gets the shoulder up. This so far has been a phenomenal match between these two in hammerlock position. Owens takes him up, dumps him back on top of his own arm. You see Sexton grasping at that shoulder now. Powerbomb coming up, no, turns it into a shoulder breaker. Owens now on the attack, going after the arm of Terry Sexton, laying in the heavy damage, looking to set up the Owens lock later on. Cattle mutilation, locks it on. Sexton in trouble. Terry Sexton in trouble. No way to get to the ropes. Owens releases the hold. Couldn't keep it on. Short arm clothesline now. Owens has found his rhythm. Hammerlock drops him down. Owens dropping down. Owens with that entire onslaught, dropping down to his knees, exhausting himself. We've seen him do that in the past. Both men now taking a little bit of pressure off. Sexton now back inside in charge. Drop back suplex. Owens right back up to his feet. They're raising the clothesline. Back and forth these two go. And Owens again right back on the attack. Right back on the arm. Oh, and a kick right to the shoulder now. But again, Terry Sexton stepping back up. Owens again continuing the attacks. Kick to the midsection now, double underhook. Owens lock. Owens lock is on. Owens lock is on. Too close to the rope. Sexton with a lucky break there, as Owens could have had the submission victory right there. Turn around in the corner now. Sexton back to work, putting the boots into the champion. Alley-oop, drops him on the back of his neck. Sexton's looking good in this match, folks. He can wind up with a pinfall. No! Owens again with a counter. Owens now overhand wrist lock, continuing to work on the arm of Terry Sexton. Continuing to try to get that shot in to set up another time for the Owens lock. But again, Sexton continues to counter. Sexton with the front face lock, snapmare. Now twisting on the head and neck of the champion. Trying to stretch him out. Owens fighting right back. Big right hand again for the champion. Back to the arm bar. Arm behind it again, a side Russian leg sweep. With the arm again planted firmly behind him. Owens in control. Owens now standing over Sexton. Kick to the midsection again. Owens with the double underhook. Into the Owens lock again. Owens has it locked on. Owens again with the Owens lock tapped on. Can Sexton survive? Can Sexton get out? Sexton struggling. That's it, he's got a tap. Sexton had to tap the champion with a submission victory. A well-balanced match between both competitors. Both men staying toe-to-toe, but Owens walking on the Owens lock for the second time. Sexton nowhere to go, nowhere near the ropes. Forced to submit will force serious long-term damage effects. But what a battle between these two folks. Well, right here, you see how well Shawn Owens puts the arm behind him, using Sexton's own body weight as a weapon. And the champion walks away with the victory tonight on Danger Zone. Whoa! The coach! The coach! The coach! Clemens is in the ring! Clemens is in the ring! Marshall Foskett, thank you for sending stars, as Clemens lands a DDT on Owens. The former tag team partners going at it. Big right hand from from Clemens. Now laying in the damage. Owens just had a brutal match, and Clemens is lighting him up. Kick in the midsection. Pile driver now. Owens is out. Owens is out. And a chop again. Owens can barely stand to his feet. Are you kidding me? The coach now berating Owens. Unbelievable. We need to get somebody out there, folks. We need to get somebody out there. That is brutal, folks. The coach Clemens attacking his former partner inside the ring. Again, we saw last month on XFW Matt Mania, folks, that Josh the Coach Clemens challenged Sean 2.0 Owens for the XFW United States Champion. Sorry, folks, one of these monitors is a little bit too loud. There we go. And Owens tapping out his former partner, Josh the Coach Clemens. Obviously, Clemens still feeling the animosity, still feeling the anger about that, still carrying that torch against Sean Owens, jealous of the singles career Owens has now capitalized on. Now, what this means, we know Sean Owens is going to put his title on the line against Tiger Ramirez at XFW Fright Night. That match has been determined. That one is set in stone. We know so obviously, Coach looking to get some sort of revenge or have some kind of effect on Owens, looking possibly to cause him to lose the championship or, in fact, himself steal it away. We'll have more news on that when we check on the status of Sean Owens. We'll try to get the trainers to give us word how he is doing. Apologize, folks, a little bit phlegmy in the throat. But up next, folks, is our main event of the evening. The Destroyer and Hiro Katsuyori teaming up to go head-to-head with Ramon Cruz and Lord Biff Wellington. Now, again, all of these guys have matches at XFW Fright Night. The Destroyer and Ramon Cruz will battle over the XFW World Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage match. And Biff Wellington will be in his second ever fan-requested match. A triple threat match between Wellington, Christopherson Pierce, and King Eddie Leo. Only one of those competitors will be able to keep the royalty moniker here in XFW. Now, the first time this match came around, it was Mustache versus Mustache, as Wellington beat Josh the Coach Clemens, and Clemens was forced to shave his mustache then for several months here in XFW, showing a bag on his head and wearing the weird Shockmaster helmet. And again, the Destroyer and Ramon Cruz, these a lot of pressure on this main event tonight, folks. Let's head down to ringside as these four men clash in our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, the XFW World Heavyweight Champion, the Destroyer.
Introducing first, from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 321 pounds.
The most respected and feared man in the XFW locker room. A now 5-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion. And folks, very few times in my career here with XFW as a ring announcer have I seen the Destroyer in the ring in tag team action, let alone returning with someone else as a partner, as he will tonight with Hiro Katsuyori. But again, Katsuyori coming to the aid of the Destroyer after he was attacked backstage by the Cosa Nostra. The two seem to have formed a bit of a partnership, so to speak, watching each other's backs.
And his partner.
And here comes Hiro now.
Japan, weighing in at 244 pounds, Hiro Katsuyori.
Katsuyori, the suplex machine of XFW. Some of the most brutal suplexes and lariats since I've seen from Stan Hansen. Katsuyori lays in with his spinning lariat that has literally doubled people over and won him a number of contests here in XFW. This will be the second time these two men have teamed up. I'm sure they're looking for the same results, but tonight they're going against a tag team that has more experience together inside the ring. And here comes Wellington.
And their opponents first, from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 263 pounds. Gentlemen, the Strong Man,
Lord Biff Wellington, making his way out to ringside. Wellington, a large landowner in the United Kingdom where he gets the title of Lord from. But he says his heritage also goes back to royalty in England several hundred years ago. That sparked a little bit of rivalry with Christopherson Pierce, who says he's 26th in line for the throne of England. We still have yet to verify if that's an actual fact, but somehow Christopherson Pierce feels that winning a championship here in XFW will get him closer to the throne of England. Do not ask me how that logic even comes to be. But Wellington will put his title on the line of lordship at XFW Fright Night. And here comes the number one contender for the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. Beautiful Ramon Cruz. I am contractually obligated to roll my R's whenever saying Ramon Cruz. Ramon Cruz seems to be getting himself a contract negotiator similar to Easy Money. You see him sporting that new shirt, the brand new look ever since becoming the number one contender. The back of the shirt saying cruising to world champion. And number one guy is beautiful Ramon Cruz. Second generation performer here in XFW. His father Romeo Vega, former world heavyweight champion. Ramon now looking to follow in his father's footsteps. His father's career coming to a quick end, an early end at the hands of Warbird, another legacy competitor here in XFW. Wellington and Destroyer look like they're going to start this match off. Destroyer, no stranger to either one of these guys. The Destroyer coming out on the fence swinging and immediately going after Ramon Cruz. Ramon Cruz with a victory over the Destroyer several weeks ago, granting him number one contendership, and the Destroyer now firing on all cylinders. The Destroyer in a foul mood tonight, really laying on the damage early on. Wellington with a counter and a kick to the midsection. Wellington takes him over to suplex. Looked like he's going for a scoop slam, but took the big man over. As it's saying, Ramon Cruz with a pinfall victory over the Destroyer a few weeks ago on Saturday Night Showdown earned him the number one contendership spot. The Destroyer now lays in with a heavy spine buster. And most likely, the Destroyer would have taken that loss in stride, granted Cruz his title shot, but Cruz has since then been trying to add insult to injury, taking the low road, attacking the Destroyer at every avenue. And then recently, as the two battled last week on XFW programming, using a steel chair as the two fought. As the battle that they had, the winner would pick the stipulation of that match. Cruz executing a number of moves on top of a steel chair, including his signature German suplex, similar to what Biff Wellington just hit right there, to garner himself the victory to pick the match for a cage match at Fright Night. Now in the corner, Wellington not going for a tag, laying in the shots to the face. Wellington now with the Destroyer in hand. Going with his heavy shot to the midsection. The Destroyer turns him over, sends him to the outside. And a shot again to Ramon Cruz. Mike Couture now holding back the Destroyer as he can feel the animosity in the room. Oh, on a counter by the Destroyer again. Ramon Cruz does not look like he wants to even get inside this match. The Destroyer with counter after counter now. But Wellington lays in with a heavy shot. Up and over, crucifix driver. Neither Wellington nor the Destroyer has made a tag yet in this contest. Wellington down the corner. Destroyer turning it around again. Sends them crashing across the ring again. Back in home territory. Tag, in comes Hiro Katsuyori. And Katsuyori now up on the top rope. High cross body. And a diving tag finally. Yeah, now the Destroyer gets out of the ring. Now Ramon Cruz comes in. Now the Destroyer is safely in the corner. Cruz wants nothing to do with the Destroyer tonight. Ramon Cruz now twisting off the head of Hiro Katsuyori, going to work. Ramon Cruz is an outstanding in-ring performer, folks. A former two-time United States champion here in XFW. Ooh, Katsuyori laying a shot there. Then into the corner. Katsuyori the knee strike. Wellington still on the arena floor after the beating he took from the Destroyer and Hiro Katsuyori. Katsuyori lays in the lariat early, leveling Ramon Cruz. We've got a cover. Only a 1 count. Katsuyori going for the early shot, leveling Cruz. Cruz now with a counter, kick to the midsection. Cruz now going to work. Katsuyori looks shocked that he didn't get the pinfall victory. Didn't pay attention enough, and Cruz able to capitalize now. Cruz so well-rounded inside the square circle. Frank and Hurricane Rana now taking him over. Cruz now. Thumb to the, or finger to the air, calling out his shots again, getting too cocky. Irish whip by Cruz. Baseball slide through underneath. Hurricane Rana taking the big man over. We've got a lot of competitors here from Japan and XFW, folks, but Hiro Katsuyori is a mountain of a man of all of our Japanese competitors. Oversized and very different style. A lot of our Japanese competitors, like Hiro Katsuyori and Ultimo Shade, use a strong style maneuver, but Katsuyori much more of a classic style wrestler with the lariats and the brutal German suplexes we see him use. Counter again by Ramon Cruz. Cruz looking to carry some momentum into next Saturday night as he lays in with a heavy Enziguri, and now beautiful springboard moonsault crashing down on top of Hiro Katsuyori. We've got a cover. Katsuyori gets the shoulder up. Still a little bit left on the tank of Hiro Katsuyori. He's getting back to his feet, and again the clothesline. Ramon Cruz took too much time dwelling on the fact that he didn't get the pinfall, and Katsuyori now with a suplex. Double underhook butterfly suplex, taking over Ramon Cruz. Right hand now, Katsuyori setting him up. Goes for the suplex, but Cruz fires right back. Katsuyori again with a counter. Goes for the knee. And a German suplex again. Ramon Cruz staggered, looking to get out of the ring. Uh-oh, tag. In comes the Destroyer. Double T maneuver coming up. Big time back body drop delivered. Uh-oh, the Destroyer in the corner, folks. Could it be? Wave and a destruction kick connects. We've got a cover. Cruz gets the shoulder up. Katsuyori swinging for the fences at Wellington. Wellington dodging out of the way. Cruz down with a counter, delivers a shot to the Destroyer. Brutal back and forth action tonight in our main event. Destroyer again with a counter. Goes to the choke slam, but Cruz with a shot. Destroyer now right hand after right hand. Destroyer dumps him over the top. Cruz holds on. Destroyer the full head of steam. Holy hell! The Destroyer with a spear through the middle rope. Look at this again, ladies and gentlemen. The Destroyer putting his body on the line. The Destroyer was slow to recover on that one. Turns it around in the corner again. The Destroyer, the Ramon Cruz on his shoulder, dumps him down face first. And a big boot to follow through. Ramon Cruz now in trouble. We've got to cover again. Only a 2 count. Cruz gets the shoulder up. The Destroyer looks a little shocked by that. Cruz dives through, makes a connection to Wellington, and Wellington immediately gets dumped over the top rope by the Destroyer. Destroyer now on the outside. Uh-oh. Destroyer now pulling apart the Bloodsource6.com t-shirt order table. We need that, big man. Oh, Wellington sent into the table. The Destroyer. Wellington in a bad way. The Destroyer. Double underhook. Pile driver through the table. And now he takes Cruz off the apron as well. The crowd with the "This is awesome" chant. Ramon Cruz now carrying the Destroyer, sending him to the barricade. Biff Wellington laying motionless on the arena floor. He might be unconscious. Wellington has not moved. No, there he finally getting back to his knees. Both men now battling on. Referee up to a 9 count. Ramon Wellington just beating the count with the Destroyer again with a shot to the head. Destroyer again, sizing up the boot. Wave and a suction kick again. Cazziore coming in. That's it. What a battle back and forth. But the Destroyer and Hero Cazziore pull off the victory. The Destroyer looking to carry that momentum 8 days from tonight when he'll meet Ramon Cruz in his own specialty match, a steel cage match. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining this early edition of XFW Danger Zone. Tomorrow night we will have a pre-recorded version of XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Oh, that's brutal. And we'll see you next week when all of our shows of XFW will run on their regularly scheduled time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on XFW. Gafara, thank you for following. Thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next time. Thank you for joining us at XFW.